5 digital myths that keep midlifers stuck and the steps to set you free. Today, we're busting 5 myths that stop people in their 50s and beyond from building income online. And I'm here to tell you it's not too late and you're not too old. Hi, I'm Celine. I'm a digital nana and your retirement confidence coach. I help midlifers 50 plus who feel short on retirement build digital income with ease, without tech overwhelm or rejection, so they can retire with confidence, freedom, and peace of mind. So make sure to like, subscribe, and drop I've subscribed in the comments because I love responding to every single one of you. If you've ever thought this sounds great, but then you might believe a myth that keeps you stuck. So these myths aren't just about mindset traps. They're the exact reason so many people feel frozen when they actually could be earning online income in a rejection-free automated way. So let's tackle this one head on. We've been told all our lives that learning is for the young people, that if you didn't grow up with technology, then it's too hard and you'll never catch up. But that just isn't true. Here's the science. Your brain doesn't stop learning after 50. In fact, thanks to something called neuroplasticity, your brain continues to make new connections, especially when you challenge it in new ways. So learning is important. So no, your age isn't the problem. It's just your muscles that haven't been stretched yet. So you're thinking, but I'm not digital. I've never done anything online before. I get it. When I first started this journey, I wasn't sure that I could do it either. I was in my 60s, I was short on retirement, and I was terrified to mess it up because honestly, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. But I also knew not trying wasn't going to get me where I wanted to go. So I started slowly. I didn't try to learn everything all at once. I opened the blueprint and I did it one step at a time. And you know what? Every small win gave me more confidence. Setting up my profile, learning how to post, even just understanding how digital products work. Each one reminded me that I'm still capable and I'm still growing. So you're not too old and you're too valuable to just sit this one out. You have decades of experience. You know how to show up, stay consistent, and work hard. That's half the battle right there. The only thing missing is a guide or a system, a community that doesn't let you quit. Start with a simple platform like TikTok. It's not about going viral. It's about learning how to use the tools that can build your income and your confidence. Because once you prove to yourself that you can do this, then there's no stopping you. I mean, let's be honest. If you're not feeling tech savvy, there is some fear involved that keeps so many people from even trying. I hear it all the time. I can barely use my email. I'm always calling the kids to fix the Wi-Fi. I'm just not a tech person. And I get it. Technology today, it moves really, really fast. And you can feel like everyone else was born with a smartphone in their hands while you're still trying to figure it all out, how to change your password, for example. But here's what I want you to know. You don't have to be tech savvy to succeed online because the truth is you don't need to know everything. You just need to have a system to follow that will show you step by step and then the willingness to take those steps. That's exactly what I found in the Daily Pay Blueprint. So let's talk about automation. Automation sounds like a great big thing, complicated word, but here's what it really means. You don't have to send emails manually. It means your system does it for you. You don't have to build a website because that's done for you too. And you don't have to design any products because that's also done for you. All you have to do is follow the steps, show up online, and plug in the support that's going to be there for you every single day. When I first started, I was worried I'd break something or do it all wrong. But this system is made so simple, even for someone like me who didn't grow up with tech. The training was step by step, the videos very clear, easy to follow. And every time I got stuck, I had people I could reach out to for help. There's no guesswork, there's no overwhelm, just one single step at a time to follow. So it's not about being tacky. It's about being willing to learn something new. And that is something you've all done in your lives before. Think about it. You've raised your kids, you've run a household, you've worked a job, and you've managed your finances. You've already mastered way harder things than logging into a dashboard and uploading a video. Here's what I tell people as that I mentor. Don't try to learn everything at once. Just commit to 2 hours a day. That's it. One task, one tutorial, one win. That's how you build confidence with momentum. So if you're willing to be a beginner, I'll show you exactly what to do. You don't have to figure it all out alone. And you definitely don't have to be tech savvy. You just have to be ready to try. So, myth number 3 is it's too late to start. Tell you the truth, most of us didn't start saving early for retirement. You often hear me share my story about raising a medically fragile child because that put me behind on retirement. I wouldn't change that for anything. My son needed me at the time, and I was willing to give up everything for his survival. So it's not too late. It's just the perfect time to start. Digital income gives you time and options and peace of mind, even late in life. So, myth number 4, you have to be an influencer or a salesperson. That makes me giggle. I'm sorry. This one stops a lot of people before they even begin. You picture the people who are successful online and you think, oh, they must have a massive following. They're great at sales. They post selfies and go live every single day. Let me tell you something right now. You don't need to be loud, you don't need to be famous, and you certainly don't need to be pushy to build digital income. Those people that you're seeing they're probably on chapter 20 while you're still on chapter maybe 0 or 1. So give yourself some grace. They have already been through some training. You don't need to cold message anyone. You don't need to chase friends and family. You don't hop into strangers' inboxes or try to pitch a product. That's not how this works. And frankly, I wouldn't do it if I had to do that. That's not the kind of business I ever wanted. What I use, it's called rejection-free system, and it's built around automation and attraction marketing and giving your customers value. And here's what makes the difference. I'm selling products at 100% profit, and I use master resale rights. And that means I don't have to create or ship anything. I get to keep the profit, all of it from every single sale. I get to focus on helping real people, not pressuring anyone. And the system I follow is already built. I just plug it in, show up with consistency, and invite the right people in. No spam, no stress. You don't need to be loud. You need a system that works while you live your life. You don't have to be outgoing or persuasive or salesy. You just have to be real. Just be yourself. Real about your story, real about change the changes in your life that you're making, and real about showing up with others. And that's it. And that more than anything is what builds the connection online. And here's the part I love the most. I support people one on one. Yes, I do. I love it. If anyone joins through me, they get me. I don't disappear after the sale. I check in, I answer questions. They'll be part of my retirement freedom seekers community. I walk them through every step of the way because that's what I needed when I started. And that's what I now like to give in return to the people that are joining as well. You don't need a big following. As a matter of fact, we all started with 0 followers. All right, a brand new account with 0 followers. And you don't need to be a salesperson. And you just need the guide, the system, and the heart to help other people. That's what I have, and that's what I share. Myth number 5, online business is too risky. This myth actually hits close to home for a lot of us, especially if we've ever been burned before, right? We all have in some way. You see the ads, you hear the promises, and deep down you have a voice saying inside, this is a scam. What if I waste my money again? What if I fail yet again? I understand that fear because I felt it too. Before I started, I had a knot in my stomach. Really, honestly, my stomach was just tied up. I had tried other programs in the past. Some gave me a PDF and then sent me on my way, while others promised support that disappeared the second I gave them my credit card. And every time I walked away with less money and more doubt. So when I came across this system, the one I use now, I was skeptical, but what I saw was so much different. There was live coaching, real people, not just recordings. There were a step-by-step blueprint that I could follow on my own pace. And most importantly, there was a community of people who didn't let you do it alone. It's not risky when you have a blueprint, a community, and daily support. It's risky to keep doing nothing and hope your retirement sorts itself out. The real risk is waiting until it's too late, doing nothing out of fear and missing the chance to change everything. Here's what makes this program different. You get live daily coaching. You can get help in real time. Step-by-step video training, nothing is left to guesswork. You get supportive communities. You'll have 2 supportive communities, all right? And one of them is mine. You never build this alone. You get 100% profit. You make 100% profit on the products. There's no inventory to carry, no shipping, no overhead. This isn't a one-time buy a course and good luck situation. You're joining something real. You're learning skills that no one can take away from you, and you're doing it with support built in every step of the way. You're not buying a dream, you're investing in a system, a skill set, and a supportive network. And that's not risky, that's smart. So, the truth, let's bring this all together. After all the myths we've talked about here today, here's what I want to leave you with, the truth. You can earn online, you can build a business, and no, you don't have to figure it all out alone. When I started, I didn't know the lingo, I didn't know how the platforms worked. I didn't even think I had anything worth offering. But what I did have was a decision to make. Keep living in fear of being short on retirement, or take one step forward and learn a skill that could change my life. And I chose to learn, not because I had it all figured out, but because I refused to let my age decide my future. This is a skill set, and a skill set can be learned. You've learned hard things before. You've parented, careers, managing a household, maybe even caring for an aging parent or a medically fragile child like I did. This is just another skill. You're not too late, you're not too old, and you're not too far behind. You're just one decision away from stepping into a completely different chapter. So let me say this again. It's not about age, it's not about action, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. And it's not about doing it alone, it's about starting with support. You can learn this, you can earn, and I'm right here to help you every step of the way. So here's the real question. Are you going to keep believing in the myths? Or are you ready to rewrite your story? Because I promise you, nothing changes until you decide to try something new. And I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. I'm here to give you the same blueprint that I used when I was tired, behind on retirement, and unsure if I could ever catch up. If that's you now, if you've been quietly carrying that fear, it's not too late. I want you to drop ready in the comments or go over to my website at digitalnana.co. I'll send you the exact system that I used to start building my income in just 2 hours a day. No rejection, no tech overwhelm, just a real guide, a way to build confidence and cash flow on my own terms. If you're not quite ready to take that step yet, but you know this is the journey that you want to explore, then come join my community. It's called the Retirement Freedom Seekers. I'll put the link below. It's a place for people just like you, midlifers, who are figuring this out together. Inside, you'll find encouragement, tools, and support that actually feels good. There's no pressure, just possibility. And so you're not behind, you're right on time. And your story is still being written. Let's make sure to end with peace of mind, confidence, and freedom. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.